Okay, so let's go through the GitHub integration setup, and then we'll go. I want to show some new features that we have related to connecting rooms, customer-facing or internal rooms, with issues in a third-party thing like GitHub, for example. So first, let's add a GitHub integration. So we're going to choose a workspace here. Go to settings, scroll down to issue tracker integrations. I already have a bunch of them here. We'll add GitHub. I'm pasting my fine-grained token, so this is new. They weren't supported before. And let's see. We're going to choose this one here. Hit test. This is running on localhost, so I've got ngrok configured. Okay. Testing webhook. Almost done. Add integration. So once it's added, let's see how this works. But I think it's easiest. Let's just kind of mimic having a customer, interaction. So we have this. If you go to your embedding instructions, there's a try live demo button. You click on that. You can choose just a test customer profile. We're going to go with Olga and sailing ships, and let's just tear this off here. Okay, here goes. So she can say something like, hey, I have a question about X123. And it shows up here. So, and I'll just say, let's file a ticket for this. What I'm going to do is select this conversation and then create a new room, and I'm going to call it Olga's X123, call it a feature. And okay, we're not going to link to an integration right now. We're just going to file this new room here. So this creates kind of like this sort of a named thread, yeah. And then we'll chat here. Fantastic. Eventually, I realized that I want this conversation. I want to link this to GitHub. Yeah. So I can open room settings, go to linked issues, and so this is a new feature. It shows a list of connected issue trackers, and I wanted to link it to this thing that we just added. So all I have to do is just click this. It's going to tell me what it's going to do. I can cancel this update. And it's going to add a tag basically to this room. And now it's connected to GitHub. So if I go here, it's going to show me no context here really, just a link to the room in Fogbender. But now we have a link, we have a connection to this issue here, right? Okay, so the next thing I may want to do is maybe I want to connect it to another issue tracker for some reason. So I can just do this, and it's going to add another one. So it's issue number 24 in one, issue number 414 in another. I don't know why, but it's there as an option. Okay, and another use case here. So another use case is I have a question about Y323. Let's file a ticket. And actually, I'm just showing this. This is an existing. We've always had this feature. This is just a better UI for it. So we're gonna create this thread room and file a ticket at the same time. We're gonna call it. We need to give it a name. Here it is. And file. All right. There it goes. Right. Okay, now here's a use case that's new. Let's say in Acme someone says, I don't know, let's just say there's a question about, what is it, Y323. So the same thing that Olga complained about. And we can select this, and when we link to integration, we can search for Y323. And it searches all of them. Let's see how long that takes. Take a little while. And then, okay. So we created this thing, right? Now it's connected to Y323. And then there is yet one more use case that I want to show you. And in this other use case is, let's say there's a room that was created Y323, but we didn't link it to an integration, so it's just a room. What we can do is go to room settings, linked issues, search for Y323, and it searches all of the trackers. That's a lie. Yeah. And so instead of creating a new issue, you can link to an existing one. Okay, so that's pretty much all you might want to kind of do in terms of creating new issues or linking to existing issues, I think. So you may have a room that was already linked. You may have a room that wasn't linked but needs to be linked later, or you may have a room that was linked but you change your mind and you can unlink it. All right, that's the idea.